New state gun legislation is headed to the desk of Florida Governor Rick Scott this morning after last month's deadly school shooting in Parkland. He has not said if he will sign it. Florida lawmakers voted for final approval of the bill last night. It raises the age to buy rifles, increases mental health resources, and allows some teachers to be armed. The accused gunman was formally charged yesterday with 17 counts of first-degree murder and 17 counts of attempted murder. Adriana Diaz is at the state capitol in Tallahassee. Adriana, good morning.
Good morning. The state representative who introduced this measure in the House says it pushed both Republicans and Democrats beyond their comfort level. The families of all 17 victims supported the bill, and they wrote this letter to lawmakers to tell them so.
67 yeas, 15 nays, Mr. Speaker.
So the bill passes. Read the next bill.
Lawmakers say they kept their promise, passing legislation in the name of the 17 people who died at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School.
Thank you.
Andrew Pollock's 18-year-old daughter, Meadow, was killed in the shooting.
It's important for the country to unite in the same way the 17 families united in support of this bill.
Republican State Representative Jose Oliva introduced the measure in the House.
I know that some of you think that this is going to put guns in schools and kill children. I would not be standing here if I thought that that was the case.
The bill would limit rifle sales to people 21 or over after a 3-day waiting period, allocate $400 million for provisions like school mental health programs, and allow some teachers to be armed. The question of arming school staff has fueled days of debate.
A black or brown boy who may be running down the hall to get away like everyone else, who reaches for his cell phone to call his parents, may be seen by the guardian, not as a student, but as the shooter.
A lot of the students that actually came to this state house have called for a ban on assault rifles and for teachers not to be armed or staff members not to be armed. This bill does neither of those things.
We've met with many students and parents, and including the parents of the 17 that were slain. All of them have signed a letter urging everyone to support this legislation.
Only teachers who don't teach full-time can be armed, so like a teacher who also coaches, and that's only in the counties that allow it. The bill now goes to the desk of Republican Governor Rick Scott, who opposes arming teachers. He says he'll read it line by line and consult with victims' families before deciding whether or not to sign it. Gayle?
A lot of people watching that very closely. Thank you very much, Adriana.